Okay, while we're on the favorite screen, another great feature of this new Alpine platform is the easy sound setup function. Most of these types of radios have a lot of sound settings built in. They have time correction, equalization, crossover settings, but most people aren't really comfortable setting those up themselves. They don't really understand really what the effects of those kind of settings are. So we make it easy. By touching the i-Personalize button, you can see that you have two different ways to actually set up the sound of your system. One is by car-specific sound setup, and one is by easy setup. Now, we talked about with the 8-inch radio in particular, the Perfect Fit kits that we have set up for this particular radio. There's 10 Perfect Fit kits that cover about 20 different vehicle models. So if you happen to have one of those vehicles, sound setup could not be easier. You pick easy setup, you find your list, your vehicle on the list. So for example, we'll pick Ford F-150, you tap that, you hit OK, and it sets up the sound setup for the F-150. Those are actually done all in-house by us, so we listen to each vehicle and we make sure that they sound right before they go out the door. Now, what if you don't have a vehicle on the Perfect Fit list, or maybe you're using the 6.1 version of this product? Then you would use a car-specific sound setup. So we'll give you an example. This is a four-door Toyota Tundra, so we're going to do that as an example of how this system works. So we'll pick four-door truck. We're going to pick left side, because obviously we drive on the left side here in the United States. This truck has 6.5-inch speakers in the front. It has tweeters, aftermarket. It has rear door panel speakers, also aftermarket, and it has a subwoofer installed with cloth seats. Okay, so based on all of those parameters, once I hit OK, it's now going to set up the sound based on that type of vehicle. And it's a really good basic way to get a good sound setting in the vehicle. It sets the crossovers correctly for the speaker size. It sets the subwoofer crossover. It also turns the subwoofer on, which is default set to off. And it'll set some equalization and time correction parameters based on the size of the vehicle. Now, if you want, from here, you can go in to the actual sound settings and set up extra features. So for example, we can go into the sound setup mode, obviously while you're parked, because this is in the menu function. Go into sound, we can set up parametric EQ separately. Okay, we can set up crossover separately. All of this stuff can be done now based on the settings that we've already made. So you can further tweak the settings above and beyond the settings that are in the preset for your vehicle.
Driving Mobile Media Solutions. Alpine.